You know how right-wingers love to complain about the mainstream media? Every once in a while, the mainstream media hands them a stupid error, an unforced error. And CNN just did exactly that. CNN was doing a segment about the ongoing, nearly month-long mystery surrounding Mitch McConnell's condition. Is he dead? Is he on life support? Is he unconscious? And in the aftermath of questions being raised by this show and others about where the hell is Mitch McConnell, a bunch of people started coming out going, oh, I spoke to him for 20 minutes. I spoke to him for 20 minutes. And CNN aired a montage, and they included such a message from Congressman Jack Kimball. There is one problem. Congressman Jack Kimball doesn't exist. Jack Kimball is a very well-known satire account on social media. It's a joke. It's a parody. It's been around for years. And CNN puts the quote up on TV as if it came from a real member of Congress. Take a look at this.
You have a lot of Senate Republicans coming out. We're going to just show some on screen, Isaac, all saying, I talked to him, I talked to him, I talked to him for 20 minutes, I talked to him for 45 minutes.
And if we pause it now, what you see is that the lower left quote is from Jack Kimball saying, I spoke to my old friend Mitch McConnell this morning, the senior senator from Kentucky. He's still recovering in the hospital. We talked for just shy of 45 minutes. Except that guy doesn't exist.
We're hearing these pundits talk not just about his potential health, but what they think the issue is, a special election deadline.
Yeah, and look, Adi, if you hadn't been on air for 3 weeks and there was no answers where you had gone, probably CNN would be interested to know what was going on with you.
Same thing.
The quote they put up from Jack Kimball spending 45 minutes with Mitch McConnell is impossible because Jack Kimball doesn't exist. And so this wasn't, we have an anonymous source. This wasn't, an AI deep fake or something like that. There was no sophistication to a disinformation campaign. It's a parody account that countless political reporters have known about for years. Now, mistakes happen. Mistakes happen. Every newsroom makes mistakes. And the important question is less about whether errors occur. It's how do organizations respond? What processes do they have? But this is the kind of mistake that damages credibility because it's so easily preventable. Somebody should have verified the source. It could be as simple as, wait, which state does Jack Kimball represent? Some producer could have asked that. Someone should have noticed, oh, there's no member of Congress by this name. And it would have been, what, 10 seconds, 15 seconds, 30 seconds to fact check this? And instead, somehow, it makes it all the way onto a national cable news broadcast, and it becomes bigger than just one mistake because of the environment we're in. I write about in my book, we live in an environment where misinformation spreads very quickly. AI makes really convincing fake content of all kinds, video, audio, etc. Political actors accuse legitimate journalists of being fake news, and we're dealing with that. News organizations have to be more careful than they've ever had to be. And when they make errors like this, they give critics a gift. People spend all day trying to undermine trust in journalism, and now they don't need to invent examples because they were handed one. Now, I don't want to blow this out of the water and say that it's more than it is. I don't believe this was evidence of bias. I don't believe it was part of a grand conspiracy of something CNN plotted to do. It's pretty clearly just a simple failure in the editorial process. And these are two different things. A lot of viewers, though, don't distinguish between an honest mistake and indicative of systemic bias. They see a major news network quoting a fictional congressman as though he's real, and it's embarrassing and it's completely avoidable. And it certainly shouldn't happen again. But let's not be handing them completely unforced opportunities to go, see, this is what we're talking about why you can't trust anybody. Thanks for watching. Check out another one of our videos and make sure to subscribe so YouTube keeps our content in your feed. And if you prefer audio, subscribe to the podcast on Spotify or Apple.